Video 19. Green Wall. The idea of building green walls to prevent desertification is not new. China tried that, and there is a Great Green Wall initiative in Africa and similar ones elsewhere. They are giant projects that are mostly based on the forestification of large areas on the desert boundaries, with the hope that this will create a barrier for desert expansion. The results are mixed. Forests sometimes don't survive, and when they do, we are not talking about developing forests that are full of food and wildlife, but about weak areas with trees to prevent the desert from expanding. The results of these projects should be better. Let's see how the deep underground concept could help. To build a green wall to stop the desert, we need at least water, life, manpower, maintenance, transport, energy. By default, a rich source of water in the desert or close to the desert is rare. And since a green wall could be thousands of kilometers long, water must be transported a long way. A much better option is to drill deep shafts using the deep underground concept and use those shafts as wells. It's not enough to plant the trees and leave, as a green wall needs to establish a circle of life, typical for the local area, which could take years or decades. All this requires manpower to constantly maintain and improve the green wall, and a transport system to carry people and materials. In the end, you need energy to power all that. Using the deep underground concept, the phases of the process would be: find a natural barrier, preferably a rock mountain ridge. Start to drill a borehole at each section of the future green wall. Make shafts and connection tunnels to establish the transport line along the green wall, as we saw in the video about transport. Construct shafts to find water and create wells. Construct a geothermal power plant. Construct settlements along the green wall, preferably from natural materials as molehills. So when everything is available, the planting of trees can start, along with farming and establishing the circle of life. This is a completely different approach, and it turns out to be more like an investment project. And the final result is not just a barrier against the desert. It's also creating a huge garden that is a safe place for all kinds of animals and a significant number of people who may find a new life, job, and purpose due to this project.